No fish caught yet. I just got out here. I actually got a new kayak, so I'm testing it out in the back pond behind my house. I'm just doing like a Texas rig with a lizard. I might try to troll back here and see what happens. What's up, reel 'em in? Normally don't kayak fish, so any tips would be greatly appreciated. Yeah, bass fishing. Though we do got crappie back here, catfish. I just haven't, I didn't feel like looking for worms in my backyard. I was gonna go a little bit of inshore fishing, but I'm kind of tired, so I don't want to make the drive out. Crawl jig. I do have a crankbait. I have a green lizard, actually. It's a Zoom lizard. I picked it up from Walmart. I've had some luck with it. Oh, I thought I just had a hit there. I just gotta keep an eye out for the alligator. This is what I'm using. Again, nothing fancy here. I've had luck with worms. Not worms, but like a frog. There's carp back here, catfish. I mean, really big carp, but I just never, I've not personally caught one, but I've seen them just like swimming around the bank. There's some definitely large size bass back here. What's really cool, this is a natural water hole, so a creek feeds back here that goes out into the Cape Fear River. Yeah, I'll take a 3-pound. I'll take any fish, really. It makes it worthwhile. I'm already saying I'm gonna have to get some kind of like anchor system for this. And I'm using this oar that I bought for my boat, so I have a paddle that's coming in. But you make do with what you got. I'm just fishing in my backyard. Like, my house is literally like right behind me. Actually, so my channel is dedicated to gardening, fishing, and boating. Just all the things I like doing, and they kind of go hand in hand, especially if you're catch fresh fish. And I live on the North Carolina, so I'm right on the right by the water, ocean. I'm literally like 10-15 minutes I can get to my boat. I keep it in the water, and I actually have a charter that I started last season where I provide like inshore fishing as well as pleasure rides for people. Thanks for the sub, reel them in. But yeah, I'm just trying to focus on the things that I love and have fun while I'm doing it. And honestly, like, when you have access to water like this, like, I mean, literally, my house is, I can throw a rock and hit the water that I'm fishing in. And then again, I have salt water that's 10-15 minutes away. So I had to make a channel about fishing. And then in my backyard, I got, you know, a big space where I garden. So yeah, like this morning, I was out in the garden getting some fresh onions and thought I had to take the boat out of the water today, just to do some like maintenance on it. But I ended up getting this kayak here from Dick's Sporting Goods. I've been looking at one for a while. I had a gift card from Father's Day. So yeah, I opted to just do a little bit of fresh water. I'm gonna try to do this like every day. Like, I really need to fish more. I just don't do it enough, especially when you have it this close. So there's really no excuse. Right now it's about 5:40 Eastern here on the East Coast. So I'm just trying to see if I have any luck around the bank. I mean, I see fish breaking out here all the time. Right now it's a little bit quiet, but just having the opportunity to fish, you know, I'm not complaining. Oh, 1:40 a.m. Holy cow. I'll be dead asleep if that was the case. But my goal is hopefully at some point, you know, if my channel makes it big enough, you know, as much as I love going out in the water, I would love to take people out that just don't get the opportunity to experience our waterways and beaches. Like, I can do it anytime I want to. And it's a shame that there's so many people that live here that just do not get the chance. And so if I can find a way to do it for little to no cost for individuals at some point, that's the end goal. And I get to have fun. I make content, make friends, and it just kind of go all hand in hand. So it's probably why I started the charter, because I have friends that wanted to come on the water, and I mean, I'm on it all the time, so why not? But no fish so far. And I'm fishing with a bait caster here. I picked this up again. This is like several years old. I think it's like maybe like 30 bucks I paid for it this year, and someone gifted this. What is this? Fate 13. This is a 7 feet 4 inches heavy fast rod. It does the job. For whatever reason, I have tons of bait casting rods, but this is my only reel. I prefer a spinning reel. So if anybody got any recommendations for attachments that I can put on this, this is like a 2 rod holder. kayak, angler kayaks, Quest. Again, this is not one of your pedaling kayaks. Like, I'm just not going to do that kind of fishing out here, so I'd rather just go with something that was light, that I can drag, pick up and carry very easily, and there not be any issues. And maybe I might use this on the salt water, but I'm not going to go in the waterway with this because I don't feel like fighting the current. I can use this probably in the basin. There's some decent fishing spots in the basin, which is a lot more calmer most days. And you have less boat traffic. So anything I fish out here, actually I wouldn't keep, just because it's like if there's runoff from the neighborhood. But saltwater fishing all day, catch flounder. Well, you can't keep flounder here in North Carolina. They just made it so that the season is closed all year long. Usually it is open for 2 weeks, and we'll keep one. But for whatever reason, the powers that be thinks they're overfished, so you can catch them, just can't keep them. And then catch sheep's head, speckled trout. What is it? Weak fish or gray trout. There's all kinds of sharks. So there's obviously near shore fishing that I can do, where you're a couple miles offshore. I haven't been that far off with my own boat, but I've been off with some friends, 40, 50 miles offshore, which is a lot of fun. I did change my bait. I was using this color. I was using the, what is it, iridescent purple lizard. The green seems to work really well. What is this? Watermelon seed, like this. That works really well. Again, I don't know if it's the time of the day or what, but I think some are more active than others. Come on. The other day, my daughter actually caught an alligator, but it was like a baby one. She hooked, like foul hooked it on the side. We were able to get the hook out, but those things are freaking strong, even though they're tiny. Nothing on yet. First bird nest. That's awesome. I hate when that happens. Come on now. No, this is my first time fishing today. I always try for 15 minutes, like in the morning, and then I try in the evening. some, see if we can. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna see. I don't fast fish as much as I should. So I'm not as good as I like to be. The part of getting better is just trying new things, seeing what works. So I'm gonna try these gulps here. I don't know if this is gonna work or not, but they're smelly. Worst case scenario, I don't catch anything. Best case, I get something. So let's see what happens. It's tiny. Just hope the fish will bite it. Let's see. Appreciate it. Actually, I used to live in Hawaii back when I was like in 3rd grade. Like, I didn't even bring any of my tackle with me, so if I catch something and it's gnarly, I ain't gonna be really ready to handle it. Come on. I do so good before this starts happening. Alright, got it. I got it. Once I get the other attachment that goes on the side of here, I'll be able to have at least 3 rods. Because right now I have my 360 camera and the other rod holder, so I only brought one rod and reel with me. Come on, y'all. This is a smelly piece of bait. Casting overhead. This now happens, my 3rd time doing this. This never happens with a spinning reel. Nothing yet. Now I'm getting pushed up against this bank here. Let me make my way back across the pond here. swamp man lives. Okay. Like, I'm in sweatpants. I mean, it's not terribly hot, but yo. Like I said, I just wanted to mess around. I don't even have any drinks with me. So far, I'm liking this kayak. So if anyone got a recommendation for like an anchoring system or a trick to help with not drifting as much, drop a comment. Like I said, I don't kayak fish. This is my first time ever owning a kayak, fishing from a kayak. I fished from canoes. That wasn't fun. Not the most stablest thing you can be on. And then there's a few, like there's a John boat, but it takes on water. I was thinking about fixing it up. I might still fix it up. And then my neighbor has a boat out here that he lets people use. He has a motor with it, but I don't feel like walking up the street to get the motor every time and the battery. So that's why I got a kayak. Just for the means of accessibility. And this is good exercise, actually, too. So. Alright, let's get this line back in the water. Right now the gulp is striking out. I think it's a presentation, so we're gonna try one last thing before I call it quits. Come on, get off there, jeez. Try worm. See what happens. Anytime I get a phone call, it freezes. So again, can't find my other Procure, but we're gonna try this. Yeah, I'm just trying anything, honestly. Like I said, I don't bass fish. I mean, I've had some success with top water. I mostly Texas rig. I know there's like all these different types of setups you can do. I just, to each their own. There's no right or wrong way, as long as it allows you to catch fish. Living on the edge there. Don't get stuck in the tree. It's just really quiet out here. I'm surprised there's no one else out here fishing. There's a bit chewed down here. Still nothing. I think I only had like maybe one hit. I don't know if that even was a hit or a snag. Come on. This thing is swimming beautifully, but again, it's just no takers yet. I'm using a Cinco, but I'm sure it's not. I have a Texas rig. I didn't feel like bringing my entire tackle bag with me. Like I said, I'm just trying to test drive this kayak out, see what works, what doesn't work. Give it one more try. The infamous last cast. But not really the last cast, but just. I do have a crankbait. I have a chatterbait, I think that's what it's called, on another reel. I just didn't bring it with me because I only have 2 rod holders and I have my 360 camera in the other rod holder, so that's partly why I'm gonna get some new attachments so I can have the camera mount not take up a spot. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm definitely open to suggestions. Like I said, I don't really. You would think I'd be a bass fishing pro, but I don't do it enough. Even though I literally can throw this line in the water from behind my fence. I really don't have any excuses. So that's why I'm gonna try to fish a lot more. I'm definitely gonna be on the boat a lot more. And going live on the saltwater fishing. It's 6 o'clock already. Come on, fish. One thing I used to do when I was smaller was just use like a bobber and night crawlers. And just watching that bobber go down in the water. Come on, fish, bite, bite. But to be honest, it's been pretty quiet. I haven't seen any fish like break the water maybe once since I've been out here. Don't know if it's the time of the day. I want to try catfishing back here. I was actually looking at a crab pot today because I do want to go crabbing. Ooh, there's blue crabs you can catch down here. I mean, I definitely not catching anything today, but I do catch fish. Yeah, I have a playlist that you can check out. I think it's like fishing adventures, where I've caught some pretty nice keepers, both fresh and salt water. I'm not doing a good job today, but I promise you, I do catch fish. Yeah, what's up, Germany? So if you happen to be in the Carolinas, Carolina Beach, definitely look me up. My business is called Out East Island Charters. It's a private boat charter I started last year. This is my second boating season. It's going pretty well. For something, starting from something from scratch. But I have my 6-pack license through the Coast Guard that allows me to take up to 6 passengers on the water, and my charters start for at a minimum 2 hours. If you're looking at fish, it's usually like 4 hours with like 4 people. Just again, don't have too many people on the boat. So but I like to think it's going pretty well. All right, this is my last cast. It's not looking good for the home team. Just do me a favor if you haven't already. Hit the like button and make sure you check out my channel, subscribe. Please share. Like I said, I'm trying to make more content that I'll be able to share, but I love to be able to share the experience with others. So I appreciate everyone that stopped by, chatted it up with me. Hopefully the next time we'll get a fish on the line and have something to talk about. But in the meantime, I hope everyone have a great day, and hope to see you back here later on. Peace.